Craig here again with another Fukushima debunking video. But this time there's a twist, you see, because this time, for the very first time, somebody's made a debunking video of me.
Oh boy, is this great!
I got this comment here from a viewer. Said, someone is trying to debunk me. And doing an awful job at it. Okay, so that dissolves some investigation. We go here, and this is what we find. There I am. ForbiddTV debunked yet again. And there's the video. And he clearly says on there that this video runs through his statements and debunks all four of them easily. The four he's talking about and the four you see on the screen. Oh boy, finally, somebody think they're going to take me on.
Hey guys, had to come in and do a report on this gentleman here. His channel name is ForbiddTV, and of course he doesn't use his real name, of course.
Well, you're wrong. My real name is Craig. I just don't use my last name because of people like you and other people that I'm going to demonstrate on this video that I even get death threats from these people on a weekly basis. So yeah, I'm smart enough to keep my personal information off the net.
And the important thing to note is that he is a Geiger counter salesman. He does sell other equipment, but he does sell Geiger counters and other radiation detection equipment. Okay?
Yes, I sell Geiger counters. I try not to sell Geiger counters, as everybody in my audience knows. I try to sell radiological survey meters because Geiger counters are useless. They're toys. In an emergency, a Geiger counter wouldn't even work. So I'm in the prepper market, and so I'm primarily interested in promoting radiological survey meters. But yes, I sell Geiger counters. And you know what? If anybody had teeny-weeny bit of little brain in their heads, and you think about it, I lose a lot of sales because people call me up and they're all scared of Fukushima, and I tell them, well, there is no Fukushima to be measured with a Geiger counter. Sorry, you come to the wrong place. You don't want a Geiger counter. You don't want a survey meter. Yeah, I talk myself out of sales so much, and if I was into selling Geiger counters on the internet, why wouldn't I have not only a monetized channel trying to make money, which I don't, or asking for PayPal or GoFundMes or Patreon donations, which I don't have any, but I also would be doing the same fear-mongering everybody else does to try to sell equipment, right? So what I do runs kind of counter to your whole Geiger counter idea now, doesn't it, Paul?
We have all went to his channel and debated him, even myself. And long ago, we were all blocked from his channel because we brought up many, many good points that he didn't want his viewers to see.
Okay, now wait a minute. Let's examine that. Here is one of the key Fukushima Death Cult members. He's been in this for a long time. He's not blocked from my channel. As you see, he still comes here on that very video, and he acts like a fool like he always does. He's the bravest one to keep coming back, but no, nobody's been blocked, and I'll show you that. Here we go. This is my, you see I'm signed in right here. And let's go to, I think it's community settings. And wait for this thing to boot up. And here we go. Community settings. List my moderators. List my approved users. List my hidden users. Now this is where anybody that was blocked would be, right here. And you'll see it says there are no hidden users. That would be in the chats. Right here. That's where they'd be. Blocked words. Don't have any words blocked. What else do we got here? Blocked links. No blocked links. I'm allowing all comments. Allowing all creator credits. Well, no, it doesn't look like I have anybody blocked. But no, I've been to your channel, and yes, I got blocked years ago. So what gives there, Paul? I showed you my inner dashboard. Why don't you show me yours?
Nope.
He has these 4 different questions, or these 4 different statements he believes that says, in his mind, says Fukushima is no issue. That it's only an issue over there right by the plant, and that's it. Well, that's where this gentleman is wrong. And we'll break down each one of his questions. Let's go ahead and listen to him, huh?
My channel played so many times I had to keep changing the name. But basically, Helen Caldicott, I'm going to link a lot of the Fukushima Death Cult liars Below, yep. Below me.
Oh, blow him.
So these people are guilty of what I'm saying because you can easily
Blow him, huh? That's pretty messed up, ain't it?
prove them wrong, and you'll be able to prove them wrong with this video by just answering a few questions. We're going to go through 4 questions here. Key things you need to learn and understand to realize you're being lied to big time. First question. Well, the first statement, part of the question, there's been no deaths due to Fukushima radiation.
Okay, there's been no deaths to Fukushima radiation. Okay, let's see here. Do coroners name the cause of death when they say this person died of cancer? Well, what caused that cancer? We know many things cause cancer, but the doctors and the coroners aren't naming what the cause of the cancer is. So in essence, they are naming the effect of death, not the cause of death. That's your first clue. He's full of shit. He doesn't understand that all these statistics and all these numbers that people run through, they are not including heart disease. They're not including cancers. They're not including autoimmune diseases. The causes of all those. Until those numbers or until those causes of those diseases are found, then there's absolutely no way we can know who has died or who hasn't died from diseases caused by their radiation exposure from Fukushima.
Heart disease? Autoimmune diseases? Those haven't been linked to radiation. Whose ass did you pull that out of? Oh, never mind. I think I know the answer to that.
Okay? Let's move on to the next one. That's debunked.
It's debunked? I didn't hear him name a single death. The point was there's no deaths from Fukushima radiation. Did anybody see any deaths that he brought up there? Let's examine his meme, though. I catch his point. It's a really weak one, as we will see right now, because if you take a look here, first of all, I start out with this, and I did this in the video. Right off the bat, you can see the cancers are down. They're just literally down. Okay, but we could also go and find out statistically by country what are the worst countries. Now this particular one here actually did not have the best information because I did not see dates on this. But no, Japan isn't on this list here. So let's go with another one that I did find dates on. This one here from the American Institute for Cancer Research, World Cancer Research Fund. This is going to be global cancer rates for both sexes. So this is just rates, this is not deaths. And you can see that, no, Japan isn't here. Let's move along here, and you see, no, Japan isn't there either. Move along here, and oh, there we finally see Japan. Japan is number 43 right here. Japan is number 43. Out of all these countries, you would expect if there's millions and millions of deaths due to Fukushima, or cancer increases, that Japan would place somewhere pretty near the top of the list, don't you think? And interestingly enough, Russia isn't even on this list in the top 50. Let's take a little look here. For those of you who don't know, Chernobyl, we're talking about Chernobyl for a second here. Chernobyl is right about here where my hand is. And Russia is not on the list. Ukraine is not on the list of the top 50. Romania is not on the top 50. But Moldova, Poland, and Belarus are on the list, which I'll go back and show you right now. So all the neighboring countries. Basically, if we go to number 32 is Belarus, right there. A neighboring country. Moldova is number 37. And Poland is number 38. Those are all neighboring countries. And Japan's way down here. But Russia isn't even on the list, and neither is Ukraine. That kind of tells you something. But anyway, back to Japan here. Let's go with this one here. Cancer statistics in Japan. 2017 was the newest year I was able to find for this information. It's really hard to find some of this information, especially specifying it down by country sometimes, and especially since a lot of this report is in Japanese. I'll scroll down here. This will be linked below. Here we are, page 31. Trends in age-adjusted mortality rate for Japan. So this is deaths, right? From 1958 to 2016. Now the accident happened in 2011. So if you look at these charts, 2011 is right about here. I don't see any kind of increase there of either age group. If there's millions and millions of deaths, regardless what any doctor or mortician or coroner would put on the report, I think we see some little blips there of some kind. No, there's nothing, Paul. I'm sorry. What about page 8? Let's go up to page 8 here. Now here we see age-adjusted mortality rate, also in Japan, by prefecture. Now, just to give you a quick idea here, this is Japan, Tokyo, the bay here of Tokyo, and the top of the island, the big island. It's basically a little bit more farther south than halfway. Right here is Fukushima. Okay, give you an idea. There's the prefecture. That's the Fukushima prefecture. And going back to the chart here, right there is the Fukushima prefecture. And no, all cancers aren't skyrocketing. In fact, none of Japan is skyrocketing. And you can go through and look at every single one of these. They all break them down to various types of cancers, male and female. And you can see, no, Fukushima prefecture is not a high incidence of cancer mortality for any reason, because it's just not there. So, as you can see, no cancer increases worldwide, no cancer increases in Japan, and no cancer increases in the Fukushima prefecture. So what did you just tell us, Paul, about you just debunked me, right?
Let's move on to the next one. That's debunked.
Oh, just move right on along because I've been debunked. Okay, wait a minute. It says right on the screen, no deaths. Did you bring a death about here? I didn't see a death. Did anybody see a death? I didn't see a single one. Anybody? Did I miss something here? He's saying people might have died of cancer or heart disease. Where's the death? But he debunked me, you see. Oh yeah, he just thoroughly wiped the floor with me. Not a one. But yet, those clowns will be telling you that millions have died already. If millions have died already, well then it should be easy for you to find just one. Why can't you find just one?
I just named it.
Because there hasn't been any. The one report that looked kind of legitimate at the time, in 2018, there was a report, I absolutely proved to be a fake story on this channel. I'll have links to that at the end of this video. So, your first task is, find me a body. You can't, because there are none. If Chernobyl was if Fukushima was 1,000 times worse or 100 times worse, whatever number you pick, than Chernobyl, then how come you can't find a body? Because I could show you lots of bodies from Chernobyl.
There you go, because there were people downwind from Chernobyl. Belarus, Chernobyl, Russia. I mean, the Ukraine. It flew everywhere. And it was in the middle of a landmass. Well, not in the middle, but I mean, it was well inland of a landmass with tons of population everywhere. In Japan, Fukushima, it's all going to the ocean.
Well, Paul, I think we just showed you that all the countries around the Ukraine, where Chernobyl was, aren't having massive incidences of cancer deaths. Did you miss that one? And if you go here and look, you'll see that here is a map of areas that had some contamination from Fukushima Prefecture, the Daiichi plant, and you'll see that, well, no, maybe the winds weren't blowing out to sea because we had areas right in the mainland that were contaminated and there had to be soils removed and so on. And there's populations all around here, but no, you claim it all went out to sea. No, there's some radiation that actually went into the mainland of Japan, and yet we still don't have mass deaths like you want. Sorry. Let's continue on.
Now let's ask this guy this question. I hope somebody shares this with him. What is the equilibrium evaporation coefficients of radionuclides? Let's hear that one, because the experts haven't even figured it out yet. How does this guy know?
Besides your obvious word salad there, and the fact that I know you don't know what you're talking about. If you want a lesson in nuclear physics, okay, you want the answer? Below me. All the information is going to be there. Good luck sorting through it. And here's where this comes from. A couple of years ago, I was debating this guy on his channel and on my channel. He was extremely obnoxious. And never comes up with any evidence, just making assertions and lies, just like they all do, because they can't bring any evidence because they have none. But basically, he was saying to me that because it's not in the air, I'm showing him that a beta particle can't really remain aloft that long to be able to go 3,000–4,000 miles across the ocean and land on the coast of California. He says, well, it's going in the water and then it's evaporating from the water and going onto the mainland that way. That was his assertion, because he seems to think that somehow evaporate from the ocean coming up and forming clouds and then coming down on the coast is going to bring radiation. Besides the obvious moronacy of that, is that a word? And that's the reason why we don't get the rain isn't seawater, salt water, is because the evaporate is basically kind of pure water and it comes over. So the mumbo jumbo word salad he gave you is his version apparently for the last 2 years he's been trying to study how some kind of mechanism, he's got to invent some way for the evaporate to contain all this beta particles so that he can now continue on with his mean. That's apparently what he's been doing. And and the experts don't know because he's probably asked an expert and they look at him like, what kind of fool are you? You even know what the hell you're talking about? So I believe that's where he's coming from, but maybe he'll come up with another video showing how I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But this guy actually believed that we were going to get radiation in the air from the oceans. That's what he believed. So, continuing on, this is getting fun. We didn't have to wait 8 years or 20 years for bodies to come out of Chernobyl. They were there right away. Show me a body. They can't do it. They'll just claim millions have died and that's it. Nothing to back up their assertions. Question number 2, or statement number 2. There's been no cancer increases. So without moving on to the next part, I could spend an hour going over this easily, and it's the same old crap. You can look at it yourself. Here's his channel. Let's take a look at something here. Basically, I learned about the guy when he was pretty new. I think this was the very first video I saw of his. And basically, you'll see that he's Fukushima. And, oh, wait a minute. Do I see something here? Flat Out Hero, is that you? He's like a stalker. He's following Kevin Blanch around. He actually went to New York to follow this guy and talk to him. It's kind of amazing that a con man like that can fool people. And if you look at his video, oh, here we go. He's from Indiana. He's from Northwest Indiana. And he's taking some Geiger readings. Well, that'd be interesting to see. I haven't seen it. And what did you find? Of course, you didn't find any Fukushima radiation. Certainly not with the Geiger counter. And you'll see here, oh, there he goes. Maybe he's followed him to the Reagan trial. I don't know. He's still at it here. Oh, this is funny. I didn't see these videos, but look at. So if you have a strawberry that looks funny or a tomato that looks funny, it must be Fukushima, right? Has anybody ever had a garden? Let's see here. Oh, well now, here, actually that might be your calling there, Paul. Look at transmission, coolant line. This got your most views right here, your whole channel. The rest of it's kind of a failure. Maybe you ought to find a new calling there. And here, he'll probably make a lot more videos about me because he got in some kind of fight with this Disconnecting Dots. Disconnecting Dots 2. He had different channel names. He had several channels where he was debunking Kevin Blanch and the Fukushima Death Cult, and he would call them out on their crap. I haven't seen him in a while, but you see he made a whole bunch of videos here about him. So he'll probably make a lot of videos about me, and I'll be easily to be able to debunk them all. Very easy. Here goes to Disconnecting Dots again. I have no idea. I had no connection with the guy. I don't know anything about him necessarily other than he was in Canada. He's kind of disappeared now. Nobody seems to know exactly what happened to him. Let's see what else here. Oh, he's a chemtrail. He's a chemtrail. Okay, to be a chemie? Okay, well, and there's more Disconnecting Dots. So maybe he's a chemie, so that explains a lot too. You can believe all kinds of crap. Disconnecting Dots again. He likes dwelling on people that call him out on his crap. But you can see it's mostly Fukushima stuff. Oh, here he's going over the black bag, showing satellite pictures. Apparently, oh, that's fun. Yeah, like it's a big secret or something. Nibiru? Oh, come on, really? You doing Nibiru too? Grand solar minimum? Oh, geez, this guy's got the level of credulity that you have not seen in a long time, haven't you? But anyway, why would a guy do this? Why would a guy be so much like this and put up videos like this? Well, this kind of explains. You go to his About section of his page, you'll see right here, it tells you right here, as anti-nuclear as they come. So, biased from the start, with an agenda to fulfill. Yeah, that's a good source for information. People like that poison the rest of the world with their crap, their lies, their assertions without any evidence. Because of people like Paul, you get, and he has some audience, not very much, but he has some audience, and it's the same thing happens with Kevin Blanch and Dana Dunford and Helen Caldicott and all the other clowns out there who think they're going to continue this lie without being debunked and drawn over the coals about this. Then you've got other people like this moron. Look what he has to say about me.
Hey everybody, how's it going, YouTube? I'm doing this video. I have something I want to talk about. Get off my chest. There's a guy named ForbiddTV. Here on the YouTube talking about there has been no Fukushima radiation deaths. You are a liar. You are knowingly deceiving people that can't think, that don't think for themselves. You are a liar, and you need to be put in a jail just like them energy companies that are killing us. I'll show you something. I'll show you. I'll show you a small room where you will be sharing a bunk bed with 4 other inmates and 1 toilet and 1 roll of toilet paper. Your ass needs to be in jail.
So that guy, he's just a victim of ignorance. He actually went to Paul Mobley's channel and watched that video about me and believed every word of it. You see, that's the problem with these people. They just believe, and if you look at the word believe, you might find there's a lie right in the middle of it. But he actually went in here. If you look, see here, he has, here's who it is. You want to go look at his channel. I don't necessarily need to do the rest of it. And so I found out about this for my viewer, and I started commenting. And as you see, I put a lot of comments on there. A lot of them. And of course, he deleted them all pretty quickly. And then I have something archived, something else here. So then I signed in with my other account. And yeah, see, if you see here, I have another account. And all my regular viewers know I have another account. It's a backup account. And I basically warned him that, hey, dude, you are being stupid. And if you don't remove your video, I'm going to make a video of you. And so I gave him 3 days. And no, he didn't do anything of the sort. I said, make an apology video and leave it up for as long as your video was. But no, he decided not to.
Is everybody dumb?
And if you looked at the segment that was actually sent to me by this lady here, I guess she's a lady, a screenshot showing what was said before he deleted all this, right here. Make a video. You want to debate? Let's go live. Let's go live with this. And so I saw that and say, okay, well, let's have a debate. And well, he just blocks everybody. That's typical for all these people who are in this. And if you go to this guy's channel today and look, you'll see that there's the comments right there. Don't believe me? Go look at it. He'll probably delete his video. I'm surprised he hadn't deleted it already. He's been made a fool by the likes of Paul Mobley. So, Kevin Blanch, I'm calling out to you. Please, please mention me in your video. Show me how I'm wrong. We'll tear it apart piece by piece. Kevin goes to all the other channels, the ones that mention him and the ones that praise him go, you need to see Kevin Blanch's videos. And he goes on there and makes a comment, and then people start attacking him there, and he can't do much about it, so he just doesn't come back. Sometimes he goes out and deletes them later. But he'll delete all the comments on his channel that's a dissenting opinion. Always has, always will. He has to. He has no other option. He can't have people coming on his channel showing the truth about what he's talking about. That doesn't work. He's got a little scam going there. He can't have people waking up. That can't happen. Same with Dana Dunford. He can't allow that stuff on his channel. They both block you. All of them block you. Give it a try. Start going after them in their comment section. And then, after a little while, go back and see. It'll look like your comments are still there, but then you log out, you see, and go in as just a nobody, and go find your comments. They won't be there. You're done. That's their modus operandi. That's all they can do. They have to block, they have to delete comments. Hey Kevin, let's see in your comment section, in your section there where it shows the people you blocked. Let's see how many people you have showing there. I'll bet there's thousands. Same with you, Dana. There's your challenge. And any of you, come on and debunk me about the things I said on my channel. I'm waiting. And if Paul wants to keep fighting, hey, have at it. Haven't you been embarrassed enough, or do you want to keep being embarrassed even more and more? Keep going. Let's see how this works out for you. Thanks everybody for watching.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man. That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?